Hey everybody, hello and good afternoon. Greetings from Bristol City, Virginia, approaching this beautiful state of Tennessee. We are currently traveling on Interstate 81 South. Once again, today is Saturday, July 7th, 2018. Local time is 5:19. Temperature here is 78 degrees. And we are approaching the beautiful state of Tennessee, the volunteer state. Welcome to Tennessee, everyone. Alright, Baby Blue and I are on our way to Dallas, Texas, which is 966 miles by way of Interstate 81 to Interstate 40 to Interstate 30 down to Texarkana and all the way to Dallas, Texas. Once again, our delivery date and time appointment is Monday at 6 a.m. I believe. Okay, there's a couple of questions that have been posted on the comments. One person asked if truckers pay for fuel. It depends. If you're an owner-operator, then you pay for your fuel. But if you're a company driver like me and Larry and a lot of company drivers out there, no, we do not pay any expenses for the truck. That is all company expenses. Alright, so when you become a truck driver, you work for a company. The company will give you a corporate credit card, fuel card. And that's what you use to buy fuel at DEFs, oil, stuff like that. There's a few things that you can use that card as a credit card to buy accessories, fan belts, lights, small stuff. And so you swipe that into the fuel island or cashier, and the fuel is then charged to the company. First and foremost, we do not use gas. Now I know what you meant, but we, in truck driving lingo world, we use diesel fuel or just fuel. We don't say gas. Alright, so also when you are a truck driver, and in this case ADL wants us to solely fuel at the pilot truck stop. Now each truck stop will give you a reward card, kind of like a credit card. Each time you fuel, if you swipe your reward card each time you fuel, you could get somewhere around a penny to 2 pennies per gallon of the reward that the pilot will offer. Now I know, right? A penny, what's a penny, or 2 cents? But if you figure, if you fuel 150, 170 gallons every day, that adds up. In fact, long haul Larry's probably got about $200, $300 worth of points in his pilot card. And that is meant for fuel companies, truck stop out there, to give you an incentive to solely fuel at their truck stop chain. Now, with each time you fuel, also you are given, for every 50 gallons of fuel that you buy, then you earn 1 shower credit. So if I fuel for, like, I don't know, 100 gallons, then I'll have two shower credit. Now, some places they only give you 1 shower credit for each time you fuel, but you have to have a minimum of 50 gallons of fuel before you can make any shower credit. Usually the shower at the truck stop will cost you about $12, $13 per shower. That can get really expensive. All right, fuel cash advance. Well, you asked also for what is a cash advance. A cash advance is simply a cash advance. You take out a cash advance from your paycheck, and I get $100 every week, and that $100 I use that to buy my food, personal expenses, vices. Now, I get that every Friday from the fuel card. Now, of course, that is being charged to my paycheck. So that's not free. So basically, my budget out here on the road is about $100 a week for my personal use. Any and everything expenses on this truck and trailer is 100% paid by the company, or you will be reimbursed. Now, sometimes with that $100, you might have to buy a few CAT-scale tickets, but I've got my CAT-scale app on my phone, which the boss has set up where he put his credit card into the account. So every time I get scale out of CAT scale, I don't have to worry about it. But before I had a CAT scale account, I used to pay cash to do a CAT scale. Now, sometimes that can get really expensive. Sometimes I need to weigh my truck three or four times a week, and that can get really annoying because cash advance is only allowed, once a week. But I suppose my boss has previously give me a plus check to cover for the rest of the week. Lumper expenses, that's reimbursed by the boss. Headlights, windshield washer fluids, every expenses that you could think of that pertains about the trucking is reimbursed or paid by the company. And yes, the pre-pass is also tied in with the Easy Pass. Several years ago, there was two transponders. One was the Easy Pass, and the other one was the Pre-Pass. Now, with this company named Elite Pass, they have combined Easy Pass and the Pre-Pass in one package like that. And so all the tolling is directly tied into the Elite Pass. Now the Elite Pass will only work in Indiana, Ohio, Illinois, Pennsylvania, all of the eastern seaboard transponders tolling. Maryland, Virginia's, West Virginia. This Elite Pass will not work for the Sun Pass. The Sun Pass is the Florida Turnpike. It will also not work on the Oklahoma Turnpike. Will not work on the Kansas Turnpike. Some parts of Colorado. Dallas has some toll roads. Some parts of Texas. And I think California has some toll roads as well, mostly for city bypasses, I think. What else? Al Graham asked me a question of all the state that I have been driving, which do I think is the most beautiful state there is? Oh man, that's a very hard question, because each state, I personally think, is different from one or the other. Virginia is really nice. Eastern Tennessee is absolutely gorgeous. Western Tennessee, not so much. It's just pretty much flat and overcrowded. The Virginias, the Carolinas, each state has a unique beauty that offers and not found anywhere else. But for my personal preference, I would have to say Utah, New Mexico, Arizona, especially Utah. Oh, man. Wyoming. But I would say Utah, really. Utah is just so unique. Oh, what other questions that was asked earlier? Kingsport, Johnson City. Alright, looks like we've got 59 miles of Interstate 81 down to Interstate 40. right now, Dallas, Texas is 950 miles. We are down to 4 hours and 28 minutes remaining to drive. But I suspect there's a little bit more than that. I think that hours right there is 4 hours and 28 minutes. Then we are required to do a 30-minute mandatory break. Well, that's all the questions or topics that I could come up with right now. For those of you who are new to the channel, welcome and thank you. And please, if you could share these videos to your social medias, like, comment. My family and I are ever grateful to each and every one of you out there. Thank you very much. And I will do my best to continue to put out all these videos and keep it clean. Keep it fresh. Interstate 26 East. All right, as always, thank you and have a good and godly day, everyone. Johnny Be Good here. Peace.